Hey guys, are y'all out there? I know I just started this thing, but let me get everything situated here. Let me see if the sound is working.
Thing to help relieve the worry about your pup. It's called the five collar.
You're
So
probably
I used
hearing
to
that.
always be stressed about if the dog got out.
Let's see here.
But no more.
All right, I'm on my other phone. Does anybody have a
All right,
copy?
on my other phone. Does anybody have a copy? All right, on my other phone. Does anybody?
All right, yep, I can hear it. Okay, so let me tell Miss Skyline Acres I'm going live. Let's see here. It's a little complicated because this other phone doesn't have, a data. It doesn't have cellular on it. It's just a phone. Let's see here. What am I trying to do? Come on now. Yeah, let's see here. I'm still here, guys. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna have to do this the long way. Okay, I sent her the link, or I let her know that we were going live. Let me clean these cameras off. All right. So, anyways, guys, what I thought I would do is hop on here. I'm getting ready to put a bale of hay out. I'm just kind of doing the evening chores as well. But hope y'all had a good Christmas. By the way, there's a Sasquatch sighting in Virginia. Have y'all heard about that? Let me go over there. So, funny story. My dad, I was joking with him about how I wanted to make one of this for like a year or two, and then he made me one for Christmas. Anyways, yeah, so hope y'all had a good Christmas, and I know we did. We had a really good one. We had an uneventful one. We just hung out with family and kind of did that whole thing. So, knock on wood, nothing crazy happened. None of that. So, I'm actually off up through, well, I'm off for like another week almost. So, I'm going to try to get some things done around the homestead. I don't have anything crazy going on. But I do have some smaller projects I want to do. The reason I'm driving up here right now, because I started this water trough a minute ago when I fed the animals. And I knew it'd take a little bit because it was down low. So I went down there and got the doors open to the barn and that kind of thing. So I can put a bale of hay out. The other thing I'm doing this time Yeah, we're almost full. Actually, do you want to know how I know it's full? I didn't this time, but I watch it on the camera up there, and I see where it is. This is a 300 gallon, so it takes a while to fill it up if it's pretty empty. But I just fed the animals, and right there they are. But what I've been doing, I did last time, was when I know I'm gonna put a bale of hay out, I put the cross fence up there, the electric there. And then that way, when I'm out down in here putting out a bale of hay, I'm not getting ran over, stampeded by cows. And I mean, you can't get the hay off the trailer fast enough. So I don't know, this is just better, it's more enjoyable, it's safer, all of that. So anyways, probably got a couple minute or two here. I don't know if y'all saw the last video I posted, but last weekend we preg checked our cows. If you haven't seen it, go out there and watch it. But basically, let me see here. So we knew, well, it's kind of hard to point on here. We knew she was pregnant. That's Hattie. And we did not know about Genevieve or the new one, Petunia. So these were the two that we preg checked. This is the bull over here. Bull's been with them for about 2 months, 2.5 months, I think. But I'll go ahead and tell you. So Genevieve is the one that we've never been able to get bred. She's still not bred. Petunia is the one that we bought, well, 2.5 months ago when we brought the bull here. They came from the same place. She's bred. So she's bred and she's bred. Hattie. So anyways, if you haven't seen that video, go out there and check it out. But we do have 2 cows bred right now of the 3. And gosh, let me zoom that out for you there. We have 2 cows bred out of the 3. And I think what we decided to do was we'll leave the bull here another month or so and let him do his magic, hopefully, and see if Genevieve does get bred. We've leased another bull here before, she didn't get bred. We did 2 rounds of AI, she didn't get bred, and we've got this bull and she hadn't got bred yet. So if she doesn't get bred, then we'll probably just have to sell her, because, you know, I hate to do that, but I really like her. But you know, the whole point of doing what we're doing is to breed them. So let me turn that on a little bit there. The reason I do that is so I can go down here, cut it off down here in our greenhouse area where I cut it off. And then the greenhouse area down here is downhill. So when I unhook the hose, all the water will run out, provided I had that valve open up there. If I didn't have that valve open, it would be like a straw where you hold the top and it holds the water in. But one of the things we really want to do, guys, next year, well, we want to do it this year and basically ran out of time, but we wanted to run water lines out to the barn. And wouldn't have to do all this. Although I will say, I'm trying to do this one-handed. This really isn't that big of a deal. We used to bring the hose in and coil it up and all that every time. Now we just leave it out there. You know, it's just always on top of the ground out at the barn, and it does fine. This whole situation, see how that's running out? this whole situation was here when we moved here in 2014. You know, there's no frost-free hydrant or anything like that. But yeah, so that's the plan. What we would do is we would come off right here off the basement, and we would run our line out here to the barn and tee off and run one out to the garden, because we just put that garden in last year, and we have an older house and all. There's no hose bibs on this house anywhere. So we would have water line out here. We'd have a hose reel or something. We could go up here and water stuff and all that. Anyways, that's the plan. Just haven't got around to it, which yeah, kind of leads me to the 2016 stuff, or I mean 2026 stuff. But one of the things I'd like to do at this point, we were going to run the water lines, you know, rent a ditch witch or whatever. But I think now we're trying to get a little mini excavator that y'all see. They're getting popular now, all them Chinese mini excavators. So I think that's kind of a goal for 2026. Along with other things. Let's see here. Okay, so we're done out here. All the troughs are full. Yeah, and I'm thinking about putting a frost-free hydrant like here or back there or something. And you really wouldn't even need these big troughs if you did that, but of course they allow you to go away for several days at a time and stuff. But yeah, I've been looking at those mini excavators, and well, probably for about a year now or more. Been watching channels with them and stuff, and I kind of narrowed down which ones are the good ones and the bad ones and all that. And now it's just a matter of pulling the trigger. If we pull the trigger, you know, it's just kind of a goal that we want to have. But yeah. What else? Hey, I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. I tell you, I ate too much, and you know, just all that. But now we basically got the new year coming up, and so tomorrow, what's been going on here? Oh lordy, I don't live stream very much, which that's something. So in 2026, guys, I want to focus a little bit more on the channel. I've been really good since I started the channel. I do a video a week, but I would really like to, get to doing like 2 videos a week. And I think one way to do that is to go live. So, going live, I think, is a great way for me to interact with you guys. And I could just have, you know, some more content out there as well. But with that said, so tomorrow somebody is coming here to get the last of our hay. Repeat customer. He came here, he gets 2 bales every week. And I told him last week, I said, hey, this is what we're keeping over here. This is the first cutting. I said, hey, we're down to 5 bales. After he had come, I said, after your visit today, I said, we're down to 5, but we're keeping 2 of these because it's been a harsher winter than we thought. and I think we're going to need 2 of these, or, you know, to be on the safe side. And he said, all right, well, I'll take the 3 remainder ones. And he doesn't go through hay that fast. So I told him, I said, well, I said, you know, that's awesome. Just if you don't mind, because he had just got 2 bales, you know, that same day. I said, if you don't mind, could you try to get it next weekend, which is now this weekend? And he said, yeah, no problem. So what I'm going to do, he'll get 3 here, and then I'll move our 2 over here. And then what I'm going to do, this whole bay right here, basically bay number 2, right here all the way back. I don't usually like to have hay in this bay, because what happens is the square baler usually doesn't live over there, it lives over here. And then the tractor lives over there. And if I have an implement on the tractor or whatever, it fits over there. But now I've had to kind of wedge things in. If I have the tractor with the implement, I've got to wedge it in here and different things. I want to sell that old mower. I don't know, just need to do some cleanup down here. Let me get this tractor going. I'll tell y'all what, it's like 45 degrees today, which I thought, so it's supposed to be 54. 54 was the high. And I was like, well, that'll be a nice day. Today is Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday was supposed to be relatively warm, around 50, and then Tuesday and after is supposed to be a little cooler. Well, today got up to like, I don't know, 48 degrees or something. And the problem was, I had no idea it was supposed to be windy, and it was just windy enough to be cold, honestly. It was cold today. 45 degrees and windy, it was cold. So, not really what I was expecting. Actually, what I was wanting to do was split some wood today with my electric log splitter. And I knew I wouldn't get done, but I would split some tomorrow, finish it up tomorrow, Sunday. And then what I was going to do was that video. I was going to make a video on that, which I'm going to do. I was also going to go live tomorrow. I was going to go live today, splitting wood. And, man. And, anyways, it was just, I had other things going on. And with that wind blowing and all, I just wasn't in the wood splitting mood. You want me to be honest with you? Well, that broke. Have to get a new one of those. This Harbor Freight bolt-on hitch here is awesome. The only thing is, there's nothing that holds this handle up. So I always had a bungee on there to hold it up. But they last about a year. Then you gotta get a new one. But yeah, so what I was gonna do was, seen that video, I've got this wood here. Tomorrow, I've got wood that I think will probably fill these 2, finish that one, and probably most of that one. And I was gonna do that today, but it was just, I mean, I had other things going on too, but it was windy, cold. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Hopefully it's not as windy. Just kind of, just not enjoyable to be outside today, is what it was. The wind's laid a little bit now. But, Yeah, so I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'll probably make that a long form video, like a normal regular video. And I'll probably also, think I'll probably live stream it too. I'll have two things going on at the same time. But yeah, this time of year, like holidays, time off and stuff, what I typically do is do little projects like that. Because we don't heat our house with wood or anything. But we do need wood for campfires and stuff. So I will usually take a day during a holiday or something like that and split that wood, and that'll be basically enough to last all year. And I just got a little electric splitter, no big deal. So back down here at the tractor, it's warmed up enough now. Let me put y'all up here. Got to be careful not to hit any buttons on the phone when you're live streaming. But I actually want to get hay over here. Because this is first cutting. And I hope, because I got the door to this bay is shut, I'd have to back all the way out and then move these doors over this way and then come into this bay. And there's already stuff here, so I'm just going to try to grab this one at an angle. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll just go ahead and grab this one. This is first cutting back when I was still using that plastic twine, which I don't like. As I've let y'all know several times before, for that second cutting, I switched over to the regular sisal twine. By the way, that reminds me, if y'all ever get bored and want to look up something on YouTube, look up how they make baling twine. Sisal or sisal baling twine. Depending on where you're from, they say it different. But it's neat. I looked it up one time. And I think it comes from the agave plant, I think. And so that plant has really long leaves on it. And, leaves on plants has veins going up through the leaves. Well, the veins going up through the leaves is basically they dry the leaves, they pull those veins out, and then they twist them all up, and that's your baling twine. It's the darndest thing, I tell you. So here's what we got going on. Trying to see what way I need to load this bad boy. So it needs to roll off the trailer that way. All right. No big deal. But yeah, it's pretty neat how they make that baling twine, and it's neat that they figured that out. Well, they probably figured it out hundreds or maybe even thousands of years ago, but I mean commercially for balers and stuff like that, they were making that kind of twine in, I don't know, New Holland, the 30s or 40s or, that kind of thing. I mean, they relied on that twine for their balers. So it's a neat process. If you get bored, go out there and pull up a video. I'm just coming down here, getting everything oriented correctly. So the reason I do any of this with the golf cart and go through the process of doing this is because I just basically don't want to rut up my field. And that golf cart with the big wide tires and all, it's really easy on the ground. So I don't know if y'all have seen, like, a lot of people are using that Greg Judy bale unloader, unroller, where you hook it up to a four-wheeler or whatever and it unrolls your bale and stuff. Well, it's the same premise. You know, just not having a ton of weight and the ag tires and all that on your field. Basically it does the same thing as that. It's just I already had the trailer in the golf cart and I just manually unroll the bale rather than with that Greg Judy bale unroller, you just drop the bale down and unroll it, drive forward. But we'll go ahead and cut this tractor off and probably just go ahead and shut everything up because pretty much done down here. But that's why I do the golf cart. It's not like we're feeding hay daily or even multiple bales a day or anything like that. And because of that, I'm able to pick and choose a little bit more how I do it and, you know, that kind of thing. So that's why I do it this way. If I had to feed every day or feed multiple bales of hay every day or whatever, I might do a different process. But this is what works for me right now. This bale was on the bottom of the stack. I tell you, it's kind of mushed up, ain't it? But anyways, so let me put y'all up here. I'll angle this down a little bit. And yeah, this is how I do it. And I was doing it to where the, you know how I said in the beginning of this live stream, I had the cows and the goats had access to the field while I was doing it. And that was just a big pain in the butt. I mean, they trample you over trying to get the bale out and all. So whenever I can, I try to lock them up in the upper pasture up there so they can't come down. And then I can do this in peace, and then I can open the gates up. But yeah, put you up here like that. My shoe's coming untied. That wind is, I mean, it's still blowing, but it's definitely laid, you know, 90%. Nice thing about doing this too, I can leave the gate open. I mean, if you don't lock the cows up, I mean, almost seems like they're gonna run through the gate and everything else. But yeah, we'll just come through here. The cows and everybody's up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that's where they would come through normally right there. But they They definitely know what I'm doing. And they want some hay. So what I'm doing, this is a bowl shape down here. So I've been working my way around and I kind of know where I am. And then all this is downhill all the way down through here. So I'm about, I think probably to the left of this culvert here is where I'm gonna unroll this next one. But yeah, it's just so much more enjoyable without the cows in here while you're doing it. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop on here and basically tell y'all Merry Christmas. Hope y'all had a good Christmas. And we did. I wanted to live stream on Christmas Eve, but we just had way too much going on. But, you know, it's just so busy this time of year. All right. Now, last time I did this, we got those little Nigerian dwarf goats, and they were able to sneak under the fence up there. So when I was rolling the bale out, they came down here and was eating the hay with me while I was here. So they might do that again. I don't know. Y'all let me know how your holidays went, how they're going. Put it down there in the comments. But yeah, we have a big family, big get-togethers and all that. So we had, one of the big things in this area is country ham. We had a bunch of country ham. We had, I don't even know, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, pickled eggs, rice pudding, turkey, Western ham, which is not, it's not country ham. Yeah, so we've had all that. So, just kind of getting back to normal now. Oh, we had oysters too. That's probably one of my favorite things. There you go. I think my uncle got a gallon of oysters, and then he had an extra quart. So, I guess basically five quarts of oysters. And man, they were good. Very good. I look forward to them every year. And then, me and Miss Skyline Acres, we don't have kids ourselves, but my sister has 3 kids. And so my parents have 3 grandkids. And, just seeing them all happy about Christmas and everything, how we used to be, such a great feeling. So, but yeah, I tell y'all what, 2026 will be here before you know it. Trying to get all this twine off here. Here's one of the goats coming down. 2 of the goats, the little ones I was telling you about. Make sure we got all the twine, which we did. Right there. I'm not checking the chat right now, guys. Just kind of busy. Come on, girls. Come on. But when I roll it out, if I don't kind of manually make it thicker like this, then it's just a really thin row, a mile long. So that's why, if you're wondering why I kind of do a little bit more than just unrolling it, that's why. Yep, you'll see one of the goats in the screen here in a minute. This one is Dahlia. What are you doing, girl? Did you get under the fence? She got under the fence. That cross fence we have, it's electric. It's the bottom strand's a little high. And those are Nigerian tourists, and they can get under it. And they know they can get under it, and they're smart about it. Boy, I tell you, you get down in this hay, this looks really good. I know y'all can't see me much right now. This is, I don't know, I need to go back and look. Probably our 6th round bale we've used this year. Something like that. And we don't have a ton of animals, But it has been a little bit harsher, especially several weeks ago, a harsher winter than usual. I mean, we've had temperatures down in the single digits, and we typically don't get that at all till January, mid-January, and that was 1st of December. So I like to break up the core of this hay bale because it's really dense, and I don't 100% know how good they would do at getting it. But yeah, it feels 10, 15 degrees warmer now that wind is laid. I got a new incubator for Christmas for all my chicken people out there. I was thinking about doing it's one that it just came out, so it doesn't really have any videos out there. So I'm thinking about doing a video on that. Just kind of like a first look video. We're into December now. I probably won't incubate again till mid-February. Something like that. Oh, there's some twine. Gosh, way down here in the middle of the core of the bale. That was a mess up there. But what I was kind of thinking of doing was hitting it hard with incubating in the spring this year in an effort to sell chicks. Nothing really for us to keep, but just kind of another money-making opportunity for the homestead. Um, I was going to do like quail and, come on, girl. Down there. Come on. Come on. And, quail's a good one in the spring. And they only take 18 days to hatch. And, might do actual chickens, but gosh, let me see if I have any hay on my face here. Whew. But anyways, yeah, so thinking about hitting the incubating up pretty good. That's something that any of you guys out there that you don't even really need. Look at that goat. She knew she messed up. But yeah, you don't even really need a big homestead or anything like that to do chickens. And you can incubate them and sell them and basically just have you another, you know, stream of income. No different than selling eggs or selling honey or selling firewood or anything. Sorry, I was looking at my cell phone there. Yeah, guys, I just figured I'd low-key get on here and see how y'all Christmas went. Chickens are getting ready to go to bed for the night. But I do hope to do more live streams in 2026. You know, more exciting ones than this. But I just gotta, you know, it's just one of those things you gotta talk yourself into. There's no, you know, you're not editing a video. There's no second take. There's no second chances. There's no nothing, right? I mean, you're live. So just something you got to talk yourself into and see if that's something you're ready to do as a YouTube channel or even something you want to do. I mean, honestly, most channels I watch or have watched over the years, I would say most of them don't go live, especially live like this, doing a chore. Sometimes they'll go live doing, you know, sitting and talking in their house, that kind of thing. But some people do this too, but I haven't seen it as much lately, honestly. But it is something that I do want to do more of, for sure. I'm gonna check the comments here in a minute. Get this twine off here. we'll go through and we'll open that electric fence gate, and you'll see how excited they are over that new hay. But I got to get that trailer unhooked first. So yeah, so I plan on splitting that wood tomorrow. Hopefully it's not, as long as it's a good day. I'll make a long form video out of that. Probably live stream, like I said. I have some personal things I want to do while I'm off next week that might not necessarily be channel oriented. One of the things, we've been putting a mini split in my workshop. So I have some tidying up to do on that. I've got to put, it's all running and going. I just got to put the line set covers on it. And just the tidying up, you know, that you do at the very end. Yeah, I had a Modine hot dog propane heater that I was using for years, for 10 years or so. Well, probably 7 or 8 years in my workshop. And we put in a mini split a couple weeks ago. So one of the reasons is there's a government rebate on the mini split, so you know, that's one reason. But and I think that ends this year. So we'll cut this electric off. We'll come up here. But yeah, so, and the other reason I put a mini split in too is I've always had heat. Like I say, I've always had that propane heater, but I've never had AC in the summer. And this was like, who knows how many summers in a row where it was so humid in that workshop that I couldn't even be down there. So I finally said, you know what? We're gonna put a mini split in. What you doing, girls? Okay. Genevieve, not Brad. Never has been able to get Brad. The bull releasing. We'll keep him here another month, hopefully, to get her Brad. What y'all doing? Look, I'm getting jumped on and everything else. Hattie, she's an easy breeder. She's bred, and this will be her, I think, third with us. And then she had more than that before us. And then Petunia, she's bred. She's a heifer, and she's now bred. So it's the first one for her. So that's exciting. But what I do here, we got this tape fence here. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Hang on. All right. But yeah, so anyways, look, they all bombarding me here. It's so much nicer not doing that with the hay while you're trying to take the twine off the hay and stuff. But yeah, so if Genevieve doesn't get bred in the next month or so, we're gonna send the bull back, and we'll just have to make some hard decisions on Genevieve, because, you know, the whole thing of what we're trying to do is, you know, breed Highland cows. So here they go, guys. Look at them. Good girls. Good girls. But It's a shame that she hadn't been able to get pregnant, because I think she's like 5 now at this point. We've had her a couple years. And look at him. And she just, I mean, like I say, she's been with a different bull. She's had 2 rounds of AI. And she has, what are you doing, buddy? This is Riddle. Good boy. And she's been with this bull for 2 or 3 months now. So, you know. Oh, and I should say we've had her ultrasounded and everything checks out. So it's hard to, you know, it's hard to say what's going on with her. Look at him. Yeah, it's so much better pinning them up while I put the hay out. What you doing, boy? That's the bull. I mean, they just get so excited, guys. Trying to get the chat off here. Okay. So yeah, that's the new girl there. She is bred. Petunia. She's a high park. It's Hattie right there. She's bred. This is one of our older goats. They originally were companions for Ruby, the horse that I had that's now passed away. So we never did. This is a girl, but we never did breed her. That's Genevieve, the one that has been unsuccessful at breeding. What you doing, girl? What you doing, girl? Hey, girl. This bull, guys, he is so friendly for a bull. What you doing, girl? Genevieve made that goat move. All right, and let's see here. This is one of the older goats as well. Never bred, was a companion for the horse. These, and that's a girl. These are the 2 older boys. Same thing with them. And then over here is the new little goats we got. Nigerian dwarfs and mini Nubians. And we're looking to lease a bull this year. So if anybody local knows a bull, or a buck, I mean, that we can lease, let me know, because we're looking to breed them this year. That's why we got them. The other ones that we have are too old to breed, but these are spring-born goats. So they're doing really good, by the way. Look how small they are. I mean, I don't even know if it shows in camera, but little old tiny things. Miss Skyline Acres, good looking hay and fried oysters. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry, almost closed the live stream. Yeah. The fried oysters were really good over Christmas. This is Dahlia. Right there. Or no, that's Daisy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look through the phone and all that. That's Dahlia right there. Right there. So anyways, guys, What time is it? I don't even know what time it is right now. It is 5:03. So, yeah, I just figured I'd pop on here. I have no idea how long I've been running. An hour or so. But, yeah, guys. Figured see how y'all's Christmas went. And, you know, check in. I'm thinking about doing, like I said, I'm thinking about doing more live streams. Some of them might be chore related like this. Some of them might be us just chatting in the workshop kind of thing. Kind of thinking about doing that for 2026. It would be hard right now with my schedule, but I mean, I could probably do 2 long form edited videos a week, but it would be hard. So what I was thinking was do 1 long form edited like I've been doing and 1 live stream. And if my long form videos go out on Monday nights usually, then I was thinking about doing, y'all let me know. I don't want to do it a live stream too close to that. So I was thinking about doing, I was actually thinking about doing like a Friday night, to be honest with you. Friday night live stream. I gotta cut that fence back on because it only runs at 14,000 volts when I haven't put that switch back. But anyways, yeah, so I was thinking Friday nights. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also want to do I'd like to do a new I'd like to do a video. I was looking through my phone and I saw where I had made New Year's resolutions for this year, for 2025. So like a year ago, I made them and I wrote them down on my phone. And I found that file. So I was thinking I could do a video on that. Oh, I gotta, see, almost forgot to turn that fence back on. But yeah, I could do a video on how we did on our New Year's resolutions for 2025, and then make a video on new resolutions that we have for 2026. I just think, hey, even if nobody watches them, I think it's a good thing to do for yourself. I think it's a good thing. I just think it's good, right? To write down your goals in life and that kind of thing. I actually have a list of like short, mid, and long-term goals that I want to do, that I just want to have accomplished in life. And some we've probably accomplished, some we're working on, and some are probably still far-fetched. But I think it's good to write that kind of thing down. Still got the Christmas lights up. So anyways, guys, I am going to I think call it an evening. I've been outside all day, not really doing a whole lot, honestly, but the wind was just miserable today. But I'm just cold. I'm cold from being outside all day, to be honest with you. So I think what I'll do we will, we'll take, sorry for spinning the camera around, but we'll take the not full IBC totes down. We'll use our little electric log splitter. Yeah, y'all can laugh, but I'll tell you what, that thing, for what we do, that thing works like a charm. So we'll take that down and split some wood tomorrow is what I'm thinking. And I'll probably have that video come out Monday, and I'll probably live stream tomorrow too, I think. I'm just having to look at the mini split, and yeah, when we were putting that in, I've been doing some work to this golf cart, maintenance-y stuff. What else have we been doing? A lot of maintenance-y stuff that really I didn't think y'all would really, be all that interested in on the channel. But yeah, so anyways, guys, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Let me check the live stream real quick. See what y'all are up to. I don't think last time I looked. Yeah, nothing really new right now. So yeah, anyways, guys, I just want to come out here, get a video of me putting a bale of hay out. Be looking for me to go live tomorrow, probably sometime midday on the splitting wood. And then I'll probably have a long form video come out Monday of also splitting that wood. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for joining me tonight. I know it wasn't many people watching, but so the thing with these live streams, I never told, I don't tell, I didn't tell anybody all of this, but I did one of my first live streams, and it's so different than doing a long form video, so different. And I was having some issues. My microphone, it was 25 degrees that day. My microphone was freezing up. And with this kind of live stream, you're driving over a property. We're already in a rural area, and it's not like you're just sitting in your house on Wi-Fi on a live stream. So I had some connection issues. I had the microphone issues. I have this other phone, and I was actually using this other phone to live stream through the phone that you guys are on, because this phone does not have cellular. That was messing up the feed a little bit, all that. So anyways, I know not a lot of y'all watched today, but the whole goal was to keep getting better. And what I was going to say was, a few days ago, I did a live stream, but you can do anything you do on YouTube. You can make it public, you can make it private, you can make it unlisted, whatever. And unlisted just means it's basically private, but anybody that you send the link to can watch it. So I usually make things unlisted if I do that. But I basically went live, but I did it unlisted, so you guys couldn't see it. But I just did a practice run. I talked and everything, drove around on the golf cart, talked, all that. So, but it's kind of, you kind of have to do it. I mean, unless you're 20 years old and just all this stuff just comes super, super natural. And I'd even say they have to practice as well. But it's just a lot to it, it's a lot to it. So anyways, with that said, we'll get better at it. We'll have more people in here. So anyways, guys, thank y'all for joining me tonight. I'm going to go inside, warm up a little bit, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.